Hello. Are we ready to get started today? I am. We just gotta get our some of our things set up here. And we're gonna get Lori pulled up here as well. She's kind of giving the overview of the history of Marcus Kolbach here. And she's interested in the convoy because some of the once in a while it gets hard to click on links appropriately to embed them. There we go. Not really sure where Lori is at and how close she is to everything, but she is out there right now. Why isn't it working? Gotta be able to click on the embed code. All right. Well, we're gonna get started with Lori here because she's saying some stuff that you all need to hear. Says I can't get the encode. I don't know. It's just not working.
Let him live with children. So that's a name you'll see on here is Bandit. His handle is Bandit. And so if people are talking about Bandit, that's what they're talking about in here for all the people who don't know. There is another Bandit. He's got some numbers after it. Bandit 1, blah, blah, blah. 1 something. 3 something. I don't know. He is not.
Okay, so let's back a little bit.
It's hard to tell because some people are just here live streaming, I see a lot of other live streamers and stuff. And like I said, I think there's just a lot of people coming down to check this out and see what's going on. Here, I'll show you.
is it doing this? I try to click on just the link and it grabs everything. Like, stop. Stop it. We don't want all of that freaking shit. Stop grabbing the crap that I don't want. And even if I click it on it and put it in somewhere else and I try to edit that out, it's for the ever-loving God. I would understand it if she had it set up to where you can't click on it. I'm still having trouble. Ugh. Yeah, some people will have it set up to where you can't do it, but she doesn't. Okay. Here we go. For some reason, there's like this huge delay. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm not sharing it like I thought I was. Crap. We are professionals here. We are professionals.
Form the YouTube channel formerly known as American Doofus. So he used to be American Doofus, but he changed it to Eyes Open. And he has been doing a lot of, he live streams from his house. So he has a, I don't know, I guess I would call it a
little bit
show,
behind because I want you to hear
and
some of
he
the
has
stuff
been
that she's
talking
saying.
with another guy named Chris. They have different expertise. Chris has expertise like through military and different things like that. And Barry is the one I was talking about who was trying to run on the Democrat platform. So he comes from more the political side. And so they have been trying to talk about the things that are going on right now in our nation. And so I really think that that's a good place to go. And right, left, center, you can go there and you can speak. It's not an echo chamber where you can only speak if you agree with what's being said. So I think that's a really good, I've enjoyed finding Barry. He's a good find of a place to go. And that's not just because I'm a mod. He made me a mod on his channel. All right, I hope you guys could hear what he's, I did accidentally forget to charge my phone. So my phone died while I was talking to him, my phone died, so I had to charge it back up. So I thought, could you hear okay? I hope you could hear him. Somebody let me know if you could hear him okay. A yes or a no. Oh, Greg Abbott and 12 other governors are going to be here. That's why it's closed, huh? I would not doubt it. I don't know what actually happened down there, but this incident that they talk about, I don't know anything about that. They won't talk about it. But they're using that there was an incident or something. I don't know. But there are people. It's hard to tell because some people are just here live streaming. You know, I see a lot of other live streamers and stuff. And like I said, I think there's just a lot of people coming down to check this out and see what's going on. Here, I'll show you. And we do. We have like the different like Trump flags and stuff. I guess there's one.
Thank you. Thank you for being willing to
drink, just take a rest here for a second.
To sub.
I see people with live streams over there.
Comment is not showing up.
Oh, thank you, Peace, Love, Unity, for putting his link, Eyes Open.
I was trying to show it up on stream.
I agree with so much.
Here that it is.
I agree with so much of what. See, I've already forgotten his name. I'm so sorry.
I was trying to ask her about making sure I had permission.
I hope that you got to hear that. I'm sorry you didn't get to hear the parts that were.
Restreamer
That's what I like to do. I like to come down. I don't like
Sometimes
to.
she's been okay
That
with it,
other guy
sometimes
from
she
that O
hasn't.
News earlier was like involving himself.
I'm showing her
putting
really
himself
fast
in,
right now because she's
to an already tense situation. And hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? You know, back and forth. That's not me.
saying some
I like to
things
just,
a little
when
bit
people aren't
ago
excited, to
that
come
a
and
lot
sit
of
and talk with people
people
and to find out what they think
aren't
and have maybe
familiar
a
with,
real
and I wanted to
conversation.
make
Okay.
sure.
Protesting, when you're protesting, it's all about this, you know, pushing your message. When I go out live streaming like this, I love to be able to talk to people, especially if, like he said, especially if they don't disagree, or if they don't agree with you on everything, because then you learn shit. And echo chambers are so boring. Oh, Alma Salza, you live in Eagle Pass. Oh, you are going down later. I bet you there's a lot of people that are coming down just to check this out, especially like locally. If you guys weren't here earlier, Eddie talked to a local lady here. She did not want to be on film. Okay, and I respect that when people feel that way. They want to talk to you, but they don't want to be on camera. And so I let them talk, and she was telling him, she was one that she was
she's right.
had concerns because of the people coming over illegally, so she didn't feel safe, and she was happy that the Texas National Guard were here. Now, I saw another lady yesterday that was local that has the opposite view on that. She was not happy that the Texas National Guard. So what is it? Bandit is there. Are you saying Bandit is over at the he joined the cause? Okay, so I'm gonna clear that up until I find out differently, because Jackie's saying this. Okay, so there are two bandits. One is a pedophile. His name is Marcus Koppock, Coppock, and he has joined other convoys. And one convoy group, 1776 Restoration Movement, let him live with children. So that's a name you'll see on here is Bandit. His handle is Bandit. And so if people are talking about Bandit, that's what they're talking about in here for all the people who don't know. There is another Bandit. He's got some numbers after Bandit 1, blah, 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 1 something, 3 something, I don't know. He is not the pedophile. And he also is in with this group with the convoy and stuff. And so people are saying that Bandit the pedophile is there, when really it's not. It's Bandit. It's some guy that drives a Trans Am. He is not, to my knowledge, not any kind of pedophile. So I want to clear that up, okay? I don't want to spread discernment. We don't call people pedophiles when they're not pedophiles. Oh, hi, Chewy. Nice to see you. There's two. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I know that the other pedophile, though, the one Ryan, I forget his last name because people go by these stupid handles. And so he is a minister. He has Outlaw Reform Ministry, and he has joined up with the convoy. And he tried to join up with the convoy over in Dripping Springs. Okay. And so last night, I missed him by just a few minutes last night over at the ranch over where the convoys stand, the Cornerstone Children's Ranch, a fucking pedophile, going down there, and he drove by and stuff. And then he was saying on his live that he was going to try to join them today, and he thought he was coming down here to Eagles Pass, wanted to talk to some locals. A fucking pedophile is coming down, wants to talk to people at Eagles Pass. Come on. No, I do not have any information that Marcus Bandit is at that ranch. I am not putting that out there. Until to my knowledge, he is not. Now he has been in Master Grifters, which is again these handles. Big D, Master Grifter is the same person. That's his brother. Oreo Express, First Responders Media. They all live streamed and stayed with this 1776 Restoration Movement. And the Master Grifter's friends with Bandit, business partners. He was business partners with Bandit in Freedom Outlaw LLC. It's been a long road. I've protested against this group 1776 Restoration Movement that led the Marcus Koppock, Coppock. Go look him up. Or if my mods can post the link in here for his record off the sex offender registry. He raped his stepdaughter for 3 years. For 3 years. He pled guilty to it. And this leader of 1776 Restoration Movement, David Riddell, he let, and his handle is Santa, let this convicted level 3 sex offender come in and live with children in a parking lot convoy over in West Virginia, Bunker Hill, West Virginia. Look up hashtag 1776RM. They go by 1776RM. These people, they are, I call it cult. It's just become that to where you can't reason with these people. They are determined that what they are doing is okay, and he is still involved in the group. They did end up taking him away from the kids, but he's still involved with the group. There were other pedophiles, people who were on the sex offender list, the registry, who they let live with kids because they gave them a sob story. They said, oh, my ex-wife was mean and lied, and oh this, oh that. And they had all these excuses, but you just never let somebody that's on the sex offender list live with women and children. You just don't. No, it's not right. And these people did that, and that's why I went and protested against them. So look him up, Marcus Koppock, another one that he was on the Arizona sex offender list, and it was Frank Ledford. Now, I have heard rumors that he has been taken off since then, so maybe he cleared it up, I don't know. But at the time that they let him live with children, he was on the sex offender, so he was just a guy there with a sob story. I don't know if he still is or not. Marcus, yes, that's how you spell it, Marcus Koppock. Yep, look him up. He was sleeping with the West Virginia state lead. He was around her children.
This is like the one thing that
they put pictures online of him at events, their events with children. Marcus
that
Popak, a
that
level 3
was
sex
their
offender.
biggest quality.
I've actually looked at,
Was allowing
there's a guy, I know his name is Telescope, his channel is Telescope. He had put out the actual papers of what the like court papers of what he was accused of doing. And it is sick to hear the accounts of what his victim says that he did. Very sick. Things like making this little girl, it's too loud. He's a really sick fuck. He let, just things like, I heard talking about him taking his wife's underwear and having his stepdaughter use his wife's underwear to masturbate him, and about like them like being in the bed watching TV and him molesting her and stuff. It's disheartening that people who want to bring in a new moral society and who talk about wrap themselves in the Christian flag, and they wrap themselves in the American flag and as patriots and all that, and pedophile children. There's no cause. I've said this many times. My freedom is not worth having if it means that a child has to be molested. If a child has to be molested so I can have my freedom, then I'm sorry, I won't take it. I don't want it. There's nothing you can give me that's worth a child going through that. There's just not. And if you disagree with me, I'm sorry. This is the one thing that I'll say. You're wrong. You are wrong. Pedophiles don't belong around children. So go look it up. Don't just believe me. Don't believe everything that some people say. Go look it up. Go do your due diligence. Look up Marcus Popak. He's the referee. Go look into 1776 Restoration Movement. 1776 RM. There's a lot on social media about them. Look past their own little, what they say about themselves. They put themselves and say that they're fighting for a constitutional republic, to bring us back to a constitutional republic and to bring in a new moral society. And that's just not, you don't bring pedophiles to that, So I want to make that very clear, because there's been a lot of things going on, and people saying stuff, and that's what's going on with them. So rumors do run wild. So dude, look things up. Brian Dunker, that's the other one. Brian Dunker. He's still on the Texas offender list. I think his, whoa, that's some loud, there's some loud music going on down here. That's some Spanish rap. I must be too old then. I don't like loud music anymore. When I was protesting, I had these people put bullhorns in my ears. Like they put them right up to my ears, like 4 freaking bullhorns I had with the sirens going. And my ears hurt. They were chasing me around with these freaking bullhorns. And my ears hurt for days. And my ears are sensitive. So yeah, I'm not one that I like the real loud music. I keep this with me all the time. Look at a bag of earplugs. I got these. I learned that a protester always needs earplugs around. You never know when somebody's going to try to put loud noises in your ear. All right, let me get a drink of water and I tried to turn them in for assault, big sky, and the police said, "Oh no, that's not assault." I've had people do that to me. So there were a lot of corrupt, the sheriffs over there in Berkeley County, sheriffs, totally corrupt. West Virginia, Berkeley County, West Virginia, very corrupt sheriffs there, very corrupt. They were not good police. That's the thing. You start to figure out where, there are some police that are, good, and they do a good job, and they keep everybody safe at protests and stuff. And then there are bad police. And through all the protesting at Berkeley County, we saw so much. Oh my God. And since then, there have been all kinds of, some of the sheriff, I think, got in trouble for some corruption and stuff, like doing stuff to get his daughter out of trouble or something. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff out there. We have got to be careful, because the police are not your friends. I am not against police, but I'm going to tell you, the police are not your friends, and anything you say can be used against you. And also, they're allowed to lie to you. They are allowed to lie to you. They will try to get you to say something so that they can arrest you. So just be careful. Try not to have interactions with the police and talk with them if you don't really have to. I'm just saying, they're not your enemy, like they're all bad or anything, but be careful. Know your rights. Figure out and know what your rights are so you can stand up for yourself, because if you don't know your rights, they will trample over them. Okay? They will trample all over your rights if you don't, Hi, Jules. Okay. My little advice. That was just my little advice. Hi. All right. So, what have you seen walking around? Like, anything going on, or?
All right.
I think are we
about caught up?
I don't see many people. No? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off. I think we're going to take a little break here, see what ell's going on. I'm going to get caught up on what's been going on while I've been down here.
We're only 3 minutes
and we'll probably go get some food or something, go get some snuff.
Yep.
She's headed back out to
I'm
the scene there,
a
and then I'm going to put her.
kind of gal. But yeah, hopefully you guys got a lot of that conversation with the dude that we sat and talked to. Man, I really liked him. So anyway, peace out. Use your voice and be a light.
It was important to me that There were certain things that people understood. And she Noel's gig 111. I don't, as far as I know, he is not at this as well. I think he's out still trying to do his own thing with 1776. Not sure why she's frozen.
Where the Coyote Scouts rape women and put their panties and their bras up in the trees.
Let's put this guy on for a little
as
bit.
a trophy. We naively thought that if we let the federal government know that American ranchers are being vandalized and victimized, and that the violence that was coming through, armed men in uniforms carrying automatic weapons, that if they knew this was coming in America, they would stop it. It was 2005. We were wrong. 2022, when Tom and I went to go screen that movie for Congress, every member of the Senate and the House was invited to come see it. You know how many members of Congress came to see the truth about what's going on in America on the border? 3. And I thank Troy Nels for hosting that screening. But what they would have seen if they saw the movie Death County and the River of Dreams, they would have seen us speaking to foreign soldiers as they were coming across the border. The summer before last, I saw in 2 days more foreign trained soldiers coming across the border than I'd seen in 18 years of working the border. And when we interrogated them, we asked them in Spanish, why are you a soldier? What are you doing here? You were a soldier. No soldado, no soldado. Dude, I saw the way you humped the ruck. I saw you come through the wire. You've got training. What's up? Okay, I used to be a combat engineer, but now I just want to be a chef. And when you see, can't make it up. And when you see people coming from Cuba, coming from Honduras, coming from Venezuela, countries that don't like it, you have to ask yourself, why are all these trained men coming across the border disguised by this massive humanity that's camouflaging their actions? That's something that concerns every American. I want to thank you for being down here, because as Christians, we're called to speak the truth. And that's something that, if you're trying to control people, is very dangerous to those in power. There's a reason why they make fun of calling yourselves God's army. Because as God's army being called to tell the truth, that means that your loyalty is to God. It's to the Constitution. And when those people took on the greatest superpower in the world back 245 years ago, they didn't win because they had better muskets or they had better boots. They won because they believed they were doing God's work, because our liberty does not come from the federal government. Our liberty comes from God. And when I say I thank you for your service, it's because of this. As God's army, for 3 years, the American people have been afraid to stand up and come together to rally and have their voices be heard under the First Amendment, right of freedom of speech. You've changed that today. A lot of people said, don't try to hijack it. The operation like they did on January 6th. But you came anyway. Why? Because God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and sound mind. How many times in the Bible does God say, fear not?
I may have been too far away from the mic.
I was going to say 14 or 17. It's a lot, so I didn't want to get misquoted. God bless you. Well, how have we gotten so upside down? The people that read their Bible
right now, I have it.
People that pray to God
in my
are
ear.
Demonized as the enemy. I'll tell you, because if you understand fifth generation war, if you understand asymmetrical warfare,
I don't know what to tell you. I have a headset on,
control
and
because they stand
I can
for
hear
something.
myself just fine.
And if we don't all stand together, we'll get knocked down. And all of those of y'all that have never been to Texas before that are here today, I want to say welcome to Texas. People say Texas is a whole other country. Well, we used to be, but now we're part of the Union. And I haven't had time to look at social media much, but I see these things about Texas wants to start a civil war and Governor Abbott is doing this. I was just with the governor a few nights ago. Let me tell you what Governor Abbott wants to do. He wants the man in the White House to follow the law. He wants Joseph Robinette Biden to honor the treaty that we have with the United States of America that says we become part of the Union, you protect us from foreign invasion. He's not doing that. And I'm going to ask a favor of all you media folks out there, because I'm so blessed to see you today.
No,
and I hope your
really
networks are picking up your feeds and getting them out there. And those of you in the independent journals coming out here because you know that we're being misled and you came to speak the truth. I thank you.
I want to see if
knowledge is power.
Live stream.
And we are engaged right now in the Christian war this planet has ever seen. And you have to pray for discernment from what's journalism and what's propaganda. Because I'm going to tell you, all our friends here, all our friends in California, and I worked in California for many, many years, and I pray for my friends that are back there. We are all being used and played against each other. You think about it. You go to our churches. When we are in church, we have black people, white people.
Does she realize this?
Everybody's together, okay? Why do they want to take us apart? Because God unites and man brings us apart. They want us divided because out of chaos they grab power. When Rahm Emanuel told you, never let a good crisis go to waste, that's nothing to what's going on now. Let's create the crisis, and then we'll grab power. I don't want to take up too much time here, but if you watch Border from 20 years ago, if you go watch Death County River Broken Dreams, if you follow us on hisglory.me, we will keep bringing the truth of what's going on. You do with the on the border. Please let America and the world know this is what's going on in the border. This is a battle between good and evil, and it has been sold to the American people as a generosity of human spirit. What is happening on the border is against a crime of humanity. I mean, every day that border is open, people are dying.
100%.
And I'm not just talking about the dead illegal aliens that I've picked up on my buddies' ranches here in Texas.
It's just sad.
I'm not talking about the people who have been murdered in our pastures down here by the cartels because they were a problem. I'm talking about the women from the rape trees. I'm talking about women that I've sat with. And if you've ever seen a rape victim, I'd never had until I started working the border. And so broken that it's hard for them to even speak, to even get a sentence. And the second girl I saw was about 15, 16 years old. She couldn't even stand up and look in the eye. She'd been so humiliated. The cartel coyote, the scout, had raped her in front of all these people. And she was so scared. And this scout, he was just laughing because he knew he was going to get turned in. He was going to go out the next day, and he wasn't going to get touched for this because everybody in that group that the cartels brought over, every one of those people knew that if they spoke up and reported what he did to that girl, their family would be killed. That's the reality of what was going on the border 20 years ago. The reality now, when we used to chase the bad guys and we catch them in the deserts, we catch them out. Usually they were packing dope. They are, but the biggest thing that they're packing now is children. This August, I was 20 miles down from here, Eagle Pass, and they had Operation Lone Star, the razor wire. But then coming down around it, groups were still coming in. And a group came in, it was a woman, it was a teenage girl, and about 6 kids. And this Hispanic woman was carrying an African-American child. It was clearly not her baby. And when she saw me, when she ran in, she started crying. And the reason she started crying wasn't because she was happy that she gotten through the currents on the Rio Grande. The reason she was crying is because she knew that I knew that that was not her kid and that she was trafficking these children into the United States of America. I'm asking the media to ask some hard questions. Did Joseph Robinette Biden, back around 2015 or so, go on a campaign in Central America saying, give us your kids? Was he ever on the front page of newspapers in Central America saying, refugios de menores, will give refuge to your children? See if he did that. Then ask yourself, why do we have 365,000 unaccompanied children in the United States of America under this administration? 365,000 children have parents. Add on top of that 1,000 more that they've lost. How does that happen? In the old days, when we find these kids, boom, they arrest the cartel guys. They take the kids to a Fleet Sea detention center. Somebody would come in and they say,
Oh, I guess
I'm his
she
tio, or
finally.
I'm her tia, I'm his aunt. And they would fill out paperwork, get the kids.
Yeah, she finally.
When Trump came into
realized that
office,
she
he put up DNA biometric testing. You took a DNA test, and if your DNA didn't match that kid, you didn't get that kid. Well, guess what happened on the Biden administration? They stopped doing that. So I ask you, where are those? I ask you to ask the administration to prove that they're not being sex trafficked or they're not working in processing centers across there. It is a crime of humanity what is happening down here. And again, as I said, I'm not going to talk about the dead bodies I've carried out as pastors in Texas, but I will talk to you about something that happened 2 summers ago. There was a couple up from Africa, and they had a 16-month-old child.
All right, I'll keep an eye
Dog.
on her, but it
Coming up
with being.
Starts carrying away. Border Patrol comes in. Dad drowns. They the mom. They get the baby brief, life flight her out, where she dies at the hospital. 4 physicians examined this little girl. She had been anally and vaginally raped so many times that her privates were just a bloody mess. And in the investigation afterwards, they found from the group that came over with her that that was part of the price they paid to the cartels, was letting them do that to the little daughter to get them over. That is evil on such a level that we can't imagine that.
I can't.
But if America knew what the evil was on the border, America would rise up together and say, this is evil, this is bad, we must stop this. That medical examiner is under a gag order not to talk about that. Says,
maybe
maybe
he is, because it's not.
I can't tell you where the gag order's from, but I will lose my job if I talk to you about what happened to that little girl. But you can come down to my morgue, and I'll talk to you about the 3 or 4 other little kids I have sitting on shelves down
from knowing the truth that
this is what our reality is in Texas.
Happened?
You go over here to Brooks County, Falfurrias, Texas, 73 miles north of the border. Sheriff Benny Martinez had to buy their own portable morgue to put in his parking lot. And the last time I was there, that morgue was full of people that had died and been killed by cartels coming across just in his county alone, 73 miles north of the border. That is happening every day. If everybody knew Dr. Mike Vickers and saw what he and his wife go through, they would say, we need to bring law and order. We need to stop this battle of good and evil. I mean, we get up in the morning, we get out of our houses, feed the horses. You guys probably get in your cars, you go to work. Doc Vickers gets out of his house, and there's a woman murdered by the cartels laying right there. Everything I'm saying is documented. Go look at Death County and the River Broken Dreams with me and Tom Homan. You'll see the pictures, you'll see the video, and ask yourself, why isn't America talking about this? Why is it when we take a movie like that to Congress to show them the facts about what happened here in Texas, to show them the facts about why do we have all these children coming across the border under this administration? Only 3 members of Congress came to see that movie. They didn't even send their staffers. And that, to me, we are the people. They work for us.
I think it's because they're
and
afraid.
If we say there's evil happening down here, please investigate it. Please do something about it. Then we expect them to do their jobs.
How much of
just like Governor Abbott expects Joe Biden to do his job and protect us from invasion.
So they
I know I'm rambling. My wife is a very smart woman. She tells me I do it all the time, and she's right. I would just like to ask you to have everybody pray for discernment. As I said before, this is the great information war this country's ever been involved in. And there's people spinning right now. Y'all from the media from the other parts of the country, you see who Texans are.
Or you could even
see
be
who's come down to join
about
us.
how many people you actually invited.
These people are fearless. These people have put faith over fear. These people have put freedom over fear, and we're so happy that you came down to tell these stories. I pray for you guys in the media. Please just tell the truth. We ask, because the truth is never afraid of a lie, and a lie can never stand up to the truth. Heavenly Father, we know that where you bring 2 or more of us together, you are present. And Lord, we have a lot more than 2 of us here together. And we ask you to bring your spirit into this place, Heavenly Father. We ask you to soften the hearts of those that would seek to do darkness to this country. We ask you, Father, to lift up the warriors of truth. Send these journalists out, Lord, that they may be armored to go to their bosses, to go to the networks and say, this is what happened. This is what's going on. I saw it. I met people from all over the world, and these are their stories. Please, Father, let these stories go out. You said, Father, that if we would humble ourselves, if we would repent from evil, if we seek your face, if we pray, that you would heal this nation. I ask you, Father, to claim this land for your glory and everything that's being done, Father, for your glory. I ask you, Father, put on the full armor of God to every one of us, because things are going to get rougher.
Okay.
Not because we want them to, but because the truth coming out, and the truth is going to make a lot of people angry.
I'm keeping an eye on Lori. If she goes live,
my wife and I started reporting on the border, everybody thought we were crazy. And we told them, and we came back, and we said, they're Americans. They're living in fear. There are women that are being raped. There are children that are being lost. And they are, you all see it. Heavenly Father, expose the darkness. Bring us into the light. And carry every one of these people safely home to their home and the families. In Jesus' name, Father. Amen.
The way he's trying to hold back the tears.
It's a good man right there.
Coming up. Who is this guy?
A praying man is a good man. Thank you, Chris. Mr. Burgard. Wow.
When the eyes of the ranger are upon
True American heroes.
We
got another one of those heroes about to come up here right now.
When you are in Texas, look behind you.
Try to on my phone.
Because that's
we got a commander. We got a Navy commander coming up here. U.S. Navy commander. Running for Texas Congressional District 28. Jay retired from 28 years. 28 years, District 28. Did you play in that? Retired 28 years of military service and was a leading military vaccine mandate. You know Doc Pete Chambers. Did you have anything to do with what he was doing down here in Texas?
Hello to all our
battles are on multiple fronts, aren't they? Thank you, Commander, for doing that. He was featured on Tucker Carlson in 2021. I'd love to hear your thoughts, because
I believe I am actually able to pull you
came
up
home
now
to Texas
with the Rumble
and
Studio.
knew his service and sacrifice to our nation wasn't over. All these men continue to serve. They retire. They just can't help
what I've
themselves.
never been sure of is whether or not your Rumble rants will show up.
Thank God for that. Being a multi-generational Texan, his roots to this land run deep. His duty is to God, his family, his country, and always Texas. Jay knows first at the battle on the border. Jay knows first had the battle on the border. I think my wife typed this wrong. He knows all about the battle on the border is the point. That's why he's here today. And he has experience to stop the invasion and prepare for what is next. Please help me welcome retired Commander Jay Furman.
Thank you, Robert. Kind intro from Jamie. Appreciate you guys and what they're doing. Let's hear it for Robert and Jamie and all this crowd here. In the military or the Navy, we call it just in time. Just in time. And we are right there just in time because we don't have any time left, folks. So I am running for a congressional seat down in South Texas. It's Texas Congressional 28. It is a 110-year Democrat ruled district. It's a chink in our armor. It's LBJ's old district, and the guy that's been there 20 years, a 96% voter with the Biden administration. He's got to go.
I think I'm definitely wanting to change how the rants and stuff look when you pull them up.
So I thought I was
I just
done.
don't
I thought
care
I
for
was
that
done with the
green. It's
military,
like
and I was
a-
going to move on to
Ugh.
other pastures after about 28 years, and then they issued the vaccine mandate, and I knew I wasn't done. I sat up straight in bed that night, and I didn't stop writing until I had a white paper done that nobody wanted to read. Nobody in leadership wanted to hear. And so it may have found its way over to Darren Beadhouse, and it may have gone viral, and Tucker may have put me on, and I may have taken a risk, but I don't care because we're making a very dumb strategic mistake. At the time, half the service members had chosen with bad information. I'll my opinion. Get the shot, but has trying to make a rational argument that killed every vaccine just for the sake of the nation. When I got home from Tucker, I had a black sergeant from my house, and I was tailed for the rest of the time. I'm away at the serve. My fence. Tactics, receipt was used to overseas were being deployed against me because they ripped off the word foreign on their operational mandate for the last 20 years. Have been using the global war on terrorism and slapped on domestic and pointed it at you.
Adjust the theme.
Pointed it at me with a current top secret clearance. So that's offensive. That's communist. I've helped our allies defend their last, and I come home here on a project after I got out from the vaccine mandate turn against the troops moment, down here on the border with the NGO and child sex trafficking, and I was even more worried. Because
what
we
they
had
did to our
here
servicemen
on the
and women
southwest
was
border
a real shame.
today's Maginot Line.
It's a real shame.
Every enemy of significance against the United States is massing on our border. Not our friend, Mexico. Friendly Mexicans, but the palace at Mexico City is absolutely owned by Mexico or by Beijing. The Russians have been there for years. We used to study this in the Cold War, but now we're supposed to forget it because our politicians are bought off on staying in power and replacing our sovereignty with new voters. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and everybody else that's screaming about no workers and high wages want to replace and lower wages, your money. But they bought a lie because the communist powers out of China and others that they're working with have corrupted our politicians. So now I call it cartel capitalism. It goes from D.C. to Mexico City and begins at Beijing, and they pick up Tehran on the way. And look, we're all looking at the border because since 2019, all the conservatives have been on their back feet. All the patriots have been reactionary. I'm sorry. I'm blaming myself on that. But since the pandemic, since the vaccine Trojan horse, since the remdesivir death shot, since the fake election, and since January 6th false flag operation, they keep flipping the script on us. I've been part or knowledgeable of operations overseas. The same playbook's being run here, folks. So when I came off the border, I said, yeah, child sex trafficking is terrible. Worst thing you can imagine. Those are just economic verticals for the people trying to unwind us stitch by stitch. Those are just fueling our demise as a nation. When I say it's an existential threat, it is a near
Landmines,
clear
or we
and
aren't
present
serious about
danger
the issue.
threat because the enemies are among us now. So quit looking at the border, lock it down, but look
Naughty,
inside
naughty,
the country
naughty.
and understand that the enemies are in these human bombs that come in here. And I feel bad for most of the unwitting ones. We're absolutely paying for that. And every one of them are unfunded
What do you think
mandates
of
if
my
we get
avatar?
past November.
I'm not really that cute, and
So
there
look,
are a lot of times that like
My family
my
lived
skin's not looking
in
the
Europe
greatest.
when this happened in
So
Europe, and the northern
I'm like-
Iraqis and the Syrians were pushed out by Russia and Turkey. This has
I'm
been used
tired of
84
showing my
times
face.
in modern history to kill countries or attempt to kill countries. These are illegal weapons of mass destruction. Human bombs get foisted into unwitting populations, especially the West, who want to help. Like Specialist Bishop Evans, who dove into the Rio Grande to save, turns out, traffickers, drug smugglers, but he was doing his duty to save and protect
This is what it looks like
and
altogether.
died. And you know who laughed at him on the bank shores? They pulled him. The people he went in after. I'm not kidding.
I can put myself real
I know
like close
personal
up.
witnesses to that. So that's what we're dealing with. It's pure evil down there. On the other side of the border, we have people that worship Satan, Santa Muerte. They have idols all over our country hidden. MS-13 and everybody else are out there, and they're meant to intimidate us. Do not fall to the communist tactics. These guys that are among us are going to try to disrupt what we have going. Right here. Trying to take back our country. We're in full, total spectrum warfare almost. It's certainly hybrid,
Nobody wants to see
certainly
my
asymmetric.
actual
But we
face
are in fifth generation
and my
warfare. You've heard
skin
that term.
issues.
That's real. It's happening to us, and not enough people know. Too many people think it's a Statue of Liberty.
You missed
and
earlier
Island
in the
welcoming
stream
poor masses
where
to America.
I was
They're
allowing
not.
someone named
They are poor
Lori
huddled,
Arnold to
but they're also
explain to
broken
you,
on arrival. Everyone is still owned by the cartel. They never pay that
corruption
debt.
that's kind
They
of
enter into
involved
modern
in
American
these
slavery.
convoys.
Maybe we
There
call
are
this
some
our
good
second
people
original
that are involved
sin.
in these convoys. Like
But we're doing
a
this
lot
to
of what this
ourselves,
guy is saying, he's like spot on about everything.
and it's happening in plain sight. That's the best
But
way to
there
hide things,
are
folks.
people that don't always have the best.
Hide things in plain sight. Well, I tell you what, there's a reason for everything they're doing. So they're attacking us through the schools. The shock and awe thing, as far as the most
I just
offensive
realized
things
that
are
Rumble
meant
Studio,
to keep you on your back foot while they slide things
They
in.
put a
Texans, you should
watermark.
know
I
about
don't
House
know
Bill
watermark,
1605 that
Rumble.
was passed in the spring. While we're worried about gender
Ugh.
switching bathrooms,
Get
they're
your
passing
watermark off my
legislation
stream.
that consolidates all Texas school curriculum
That's annoying.
into one office in Austin under one guy. Same time, they did this in 14
Let's
states.
see.
across. I predict and try those all the no textbooks. The parents can look at what they're doing 1 month before school starts, and then your access is gone. All right, this is the insidious thing, or an example of the things they're doing to try to unwind us. We have to be active, and so what I say, now is the time. We may not make it to November, folks. Look forward for what's coming. Don't take the bait. So, in with your churches. Let me stop there for a second. Go back to church. If you haven't been to church ever, reach out and find somebody
I
that
haven't
has.
really been to church in a while.
Open your Bible. That's how we began. That's how we will continue. If we don't, we
But
are finished.
I don't see
All the stuff we talk about,
really fit
land,
in.
liberty, prosperity, at the Band-Aid, unless we have the things that inform that.
Like, say, I was
We
just
were doing this thing as a country back in the 1800s, and France was on this, I don't know, Third Republic or something. They sent a guy over here to figure out how
Like, man, there's a
how
report
comes
that
the
they
almost
did
for
this.
human history.
Phew.
Philosopher Tocqueville came in and he did a whole site survey
And it
of
gets
America.
old.
Toured the
It
whole
gets
thing,
really
and he
old.
came back, and I'll distill what he said. He said, we can't do this in France because we're doing it top down, which is where we're headed right now, folks. They do it from the bottom up, from church corner to church corners. They have one in every corner because these people have governance in their hearts. Our system and form of government does not work externally. That's a police state. We are the light or the beacon on the hill. We are the essential nation in the world because of that center core.
I could be
Now,
wrong,
I'm
but
not
I
being a
think that
Christian
they're
nationalist.
actually
I'm
really
just saying
behind.
that's made us tick.
They're still, I
So call
think,
it what you
at
want.
this,
That's been the secret sauce. All right.
at this ranch.
So looking forward again, guys. I ask you to call back to your
and I
communities.
think they were supposed to be closer to Eagle Pass than what they are now, I believe.
Get with your families. Go to church.
But let
do
me
organic
check
eating,
on this.
fortify your castles for whatever may come. Be ready to defend it to the tooth and nail, but be careful, because I will make a prediction. Every nation that has experienced kind of these tremors has had one thing that's happened before they've really taken the nosedive off the cliff. There it is. So do not take the bait to step out in the street and go offensive.
Helps if you
That
spell
will be turned
border
against
right.
us.
I
My
didn't spell
prediction,
that right.
one guy. Happened to Australia. When they lost their guns 10 years ago, Anybody know what happened to them during COVID? Anybody following that on alternative news? Friends in Australia of mine said it was 10 times worse.
Wait a minute.
And that's a Western nation, one of our best allies in the world.
Take our
If it
border
can happen in
back.
Australia, it can happen here. Protect your families, protect your communities, protect your churches. Pour into the city square to be peaceful, active, and informed, and spreading the news. But if it goes kinetic, folks, don't take the bait.
So
right,
maps and route.
I am as red-blooded as anybody. I've served all my life,
So
my
January
family,
29th
all the
to
way
February
back
3rd,
to this
they were
nation's
going, supposed
founding
to be
has
going
served.
from Virginia
But I'll
to
tell
Texas.
you, right now, let's flip the script.
The
Let's
final
do an
rally
MLK
location
on
was supposed
them
to be
and lean
February
into it with love at first.
2nd.
If it comes to it,
They were
all right,
supposed to arrive on.
let's do it.
At just
But be
Dreams
careful.
on February 2nd.
I was there January 6th doing a little PT,
They may have
running
actually
around
been
the
on
Washington
time
Monument,
for
watching
that.
things. Okay? Active duty commander. Walking my dog,
No,
just
I
kind of
think it
doing
did.
some
There's like
PT
several
around the
different
area,
ones, and I think
observing.
it depends on who
I'm
you're
scared what's
following.
coming. I have an ominous feeling what's
Because
coming. I'm
there's
looking for
a-
backpack bombs.
There's 3
I
different
noticed all the
convoys
police
coming
are mustered
from 3
by the castle
different.
together.
Well, there's
I don't
4
know, eating
coming from
donuts
3
or something.
different
Nobody's in the
locations.
crowd. The most peace-loving crowd I've ever seen. And I went home that night and posted on
And
Facebook.
there's
A public
supposed
post
to
is
be,
still there. But what I started to notice is
February
something I noticed
3rd
throughout the
at
second half of my
San
career.
Ysidro
First half a flyer,
from 9 to 11
pilot,
a.m.
second half a foreign area officer. And I
San
went into weird
Ysidro
places trying
Athletic area,
to work
Larson
the
Field.
American
That's
interests
where they're
together where
supposed to
our
be.
interests aligned and had to read the human terrain. All of a sudden, people started moving to the front. Hardly noticeable, but they started moving to the front,
Here
coordinated,
to be
civilian
detailed.
dressed nondescript or for the crowd, and converge on the point, and then the
I
barriers
think
go.
what we're following
Okay.
right now.
So I'll leave that how it is. I saw plenty of people walking back that day, hiding their MAGA gear and exfilling out of the area.
Right now they're.
Just kind of blending in the
Okay,
crowd
so
and
no.
fading away.
I misunderstood. So
All right.
final
So folks,
destination
get
is the
informed,
Cornerstone
strengthen
Children's
your
Ranch, and they are
communities,
there.
strengthen your
technically
families,
they
go
are
back to
on
church,
time.
and do the
I'm
American
just wondering
thing
if anybody is
so that we
live
can
at
save
the
this
Yuma,
country
Arizona
together.
rally
So we can do the essential thing.
and
It
the
has to
San
be from the
Diego
ground up.
rally that
France
was
is,
supposed to happen.
France is still struggling. We're not. We are the heartbeat of the world.
They were from 9 to 11
So
a.m.
for Texans and for South Texans especially, because the Alamo is in my
I don't know,
district,
that's interesting.
Texas is America's Alamo. We have to hold the line right here, and we have to do it right. We have to be smart and wise. We have to be connected and organized.
Well, there,
not just
there. I mean,
mad
there
and
are
pissed
some
off.
churches.
We
that
have
do
to put that
the
to
whole
action
flag thing
today.
going on.
So I have a thing. So I'm not a politician, even though I've talked a lot up here. That bothers the heck out of me, just people talking all the time.
It's
But listen,
weird for me
if you
because
go to my
that,
website, we're trying to do operational things to get
that
after
was
this
never
now.
a part of my
So-
upbringing.
So my
and,
themes are land, liberty, prosperity,
it
but each
still
one of those has a
isn't
course of
part
action.
of my
For
parents'
example,
church
the
thing.
land, which
Not a
means
thing that they
borders,
do.
protect our sovereignty.
But
That's
we
something
do
called
have
Operation
churches
Border
in the
Lights.
area that are very open.
We're launching a
Something-
platform. We're ingesting people right now to join that will help every one of you be part of the solution. Take that back a little bit of power. Whenever you encounter something with the border, you see a guy walking on the side, you hear about something with a friend, record it. You walk up on something very unfortunate. You see a bailout if you live down here, record it. Register into our platform because we are creating a photo referendum of the worst, and then the daily drum of the border problem so that we can point that towards DC, work around mainstream media and say, look, the border community, which is every community right now, says we're enough. This is what we experience. You can't debate it. It's right here. These 300,000 people, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, do you agree with us? What do you want to do with this? Oh, no? Okay, I'll snap poll right now. All right, that's what we're doing. We're doing direct action, public activism in this campaign. We are launching that in this campaign now. We can't wait to November. Please get active. Commander Jay Furman, run for Congress in South Texas, District 28. Thank you all for coming.
Brother, you didn't tell me the Alamo's in your district.
Yes, sir.
I would have given you 10 more minutes. Hey, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
You know, it's men of faith
Oh, I think I
like
like it
him who
better.
have
I
served
need
in our
it smaller.
military, which is the reason why this nation has been
I
so
like that.
successful in protecting our nation here and our interests abroad because of men of faith that are serving for our military. So thank you, brother. Thank you for your service. Thank you. By the way, Support this man. You see that
I think I
awesome
like it
hat?
smaller.
That shirt? They're right over here. Him and I think it's his lovely wife, maybe. Campaign manager. Okay, so please support him. Buy a shirt. There's cool shirt. Come and take it shirts. Come and take it hats. All right, they're Texas hats. Support them before we buy other stuff. Support our candidates. Support our candidates, okay? All right. Let's see. I had an order of business. Where am I at? All right. Anybody bring sunscreen? How are y'all doing out there? You all right? And all of us are going to be burnt because it's supposed to be winter. We've been sitting inside the past several months, and well, this is Texas. This is Texas winter. How do y'all like that? Any of y'all from the north? Way north? Saw some
I'm
guy
from the
came down
north.
here
I'm from Ohio.
Idaho, I think it was, northern Idaho. He said practically Canada. He's down here in shorts. He's like, I like this. I like it too. All right. We've got another amazing gentleman. He, both Commander and Ryan spoke at our event in Dripping Springs. Well, that was intense. That was exciting. And y'all see Ted Nugent get up there and rock out the guitar? Holy moly. This gentleman here, he's a political prisoner. He's a congressional candidate for the District 19 in Lubbock, Texas. We got any folks from Lubbock? Kind of over there, West Texas? Tell your friends about him. He's an American First candidate with strong Christian values. That's true. I can vouch for that. You got your Bible? Yeah, he does. He's also a J6 defendant who chose to stand up for American families against corruption. He's battling. You know, he got down here to Quemado. Did I say that right this time? Quemado.
Oh, look, you can see
And
my
his
hair.
phone said, "Welcome to Mexico." He's like, I better let everybody know I'm not in Mexico. That's what they do. I mean, it's unbelievable what these folks have been
Oh
through
my
just
word,
for
these
going
people are being so long-winded.
to a peaceful assembly, get aided and all that.
Don't worry, Tom.
Ryan Zink is his name. Welcome, congressional candidate Ryan Zink, District 19, Lubbock, Texas.
This may very well be the last day for the convoy. I'm curious what some
Hello,
of these
everyone.
people that join the
Brought my Bible
convoy
with me.
will do
I'll
when
get
the
to the
convoy
reason
is
why
supposed
here in
to
a
be
minute, but I
done
wanted to
and
open with a
disbanded.
verse.
Some in
We're going to be in Isaiah
1776
41,
RM
verse
came
10.
out of the
So do not
last
fear,
convoy,
for I am with you.
and they ended up
Do not be
sticking
dismayed, for I am your
So,
God. I will strengthen you, and I will
They
help
stuck
you. I
around
will hold you with my righteous hand.
in DC until like they were basically.
So I am Ryan Zink.
I think they finally got
And I am a
evicted
congressional
because
candidate
they,
out of Lubbock, Texas. I am a January 6th defendant, guns up.
They didn't have the right permits.
On January 6, 2021,
They
I
were
was a
trying to get
journalist
around
working for my
having to do
father
that.
in his congressional race out of Phoenix, Arizona for
interesting.
Maricopa County, and I think we've heard that name a time or two before. I was never a political person. I never even voted until the first time that Hillary and Trump faced off because politics never interested me. I just thought, what kind of woman would stay with a man like that? And I made my choice. Getting to January 6th, I was out of school on workman's comp. I got hit by a drunk driver and I'd messed my neck up and my shoulder up pretty bad. And I went up to my dad's to go get some treatment from a lapse in insurance. And he wanted to go to the Capitol. And I was like, you have fun. And so he finally convinced me and talked me into it. And he was like, hey, you're majoring in media strategies. Help me run my campaign. And I was like, I don't like politics and I don't like politicians. And so eventually he talks me into it. I decided to go up to the Capitol with him. And when we get there, everything starts happening. And we get our way over to the East Porch. And United States Capitol Police Officer Benjamin Fluke is being attacked with a couple of other members. And I see some of the more rowdy rioters.
Was
And
actually at the
I approach them and I say, leave them alone. They're just doing their jobs. He's breaking the law. That's not why we're here. Just like what the media says about why we're gathered here today. We're gathered in Jesus' name to pray for our country. So do not be afraid of gathering. So I asked this police officer, how can I help you? And he tells me and he instructs me to stay up on the East Porch and take pictures of those that assaulted them, and I did the duty that he gave me faithfully. 1 week goes by.
She had streamed for
2
an
weeks
hour
goes
ago,
by.
1
3
day
weeks
ago,
goes
but
by.
I'm
4
not
weeks
really
go by.
sure where she's at.
February
I think she's
4th at
just-
4:18 p.m., the front of my house is driven
Yeah,
through
she's
with an
sitting
armed
somewhere.
battering ram. I'm taken into
she's
custody and
live
I'm
on the
charged.
scene.
I spent the last 3 years of my life fighting against a corrupt DOJ and the Biden administration, using the FBI as the long arm of the Biden administration for corruption. I'm now a felon. I have 2 misdemeanors. During my incarceration, I was poisoned. I was beaten. They sabotaged my drinking water. When I stepped into the gulag in Washington, D.C., I weighed 180 pounds. And for asking for a cell change because I had urine and feces on my floor that they would not fix the plumbing, I was taken out of my cell and put into another one. And from every day forward from that point, I had chemicals in my food. Bleach, Fabuloso, window cleaner. And then it wasn't enough. I reached out to my father and I told him, they're trying to kill me. You have to get me out of here. And I wish I hadn't said anything because it got worse. They took me out of my cell and allowed me to go to a lawyer call and to finally take 5 days. Every single day that I was in there, I asked for a Bible and they wouldn't give it to me. And it's why I carried it across the country. Because this is the word. This is the living word that I asked for, and our government denied this right to me, amongst all of the others. When they stuffed raw chicken into my water pipe, after telling my father that they were trying to kill me, I became violently ill. I was on 103 cemetery on the backside of jail in D.C., and I said to myself that I will never, ever let this happen to another American family. That I stand up, that I will stand in the gap to make sure that we have the right to freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and the freedom to worship the one true God above. Jesus Christ is the only candidate that we can get behind for 2024 that I can guarantee you will turn this country around. It does not matter who sits at the desk of the Oval Office. As long as Jesus Christ is on the throne, we have something that we can believe in. I reached out to over 65 congressional candidates. I reached out to over 65 congressmen in my journey before I went to trial. None of them wanted to help me. The only 3 people that met with me, mine including, he met with me for an hour. His name's Jody Arrington. He's the House Budget Committee chairman. That our budget is disaster. $35 billion in debt. I don't have to be a financial expert to tell you that if I have $4 and something costs $5, that I have to borrow one for him and I have to pay him 2 back, we probably shouldn't be doing it. We shouldn't be sending our money overseas to other countries. We should be focused right here on the border where Americans are sacrificing as our inflation goes through the roof because they will not shut this border down. Just like this border in the United States of America, there is one right way to get here. We have a process for immigration. We are a country of immigrants who have turned this country into the most beautiful and the best country in the world with the biggest, baddest military that is out there on our planet. And we still don't do enough for our veterans. We don't do enough. But just like this border, there being one way here, there is one way to get to the kingdom of heaven, and that is through Jesus Christ. And that's why we have these assemblies. That's why the living word of God travels with me, because we do not need to fear. For as long as God is at the head of our nation, where I do not believe the Biden administration has put him, look at the mess that we've gotten in. Look at this mess. But it takes tried and true patriots, just like each and every one of you that showed up here, to stand behind Ken Paxton, to stand behind Governor Abbott, to stand for the state of Texas, because the border is not a Texas issue. It's an American issue. Do not be afraid. Gather, speak, have people in your homes. The lies of the COVID vaccine and the January 6th will eventually be overcome, because where there is darkness, there is light, and that light is Jesus Christ. And the corruption will be exposed. It is all going to come out. And Christ himself told us it's not going to be easy for us when we gather. When 2 or more are gathered in my name, I am. He also says that those that gather in my name, those that speak for me, you will suffer. You will be persecuted. And that is where we are at right now. I believe that America can be fixed. I believe that if we put Jesus Christ and God the Father back into the White House, back into the halls of Congress, back into the Senate, back into the DOJ, and we get rid of all these unelected bureaucrats that are so-called experts that are running these three-letter agencies, and we return the power back to the states, to the people, to you, to my equals. No politician that is out there is better than any other person that's here, and yet we see time and time again, rules for thee, but not for me. You do not get that whenever you support my campaign. I am here to put the strength back into America because the word of God comes with me, and my accountability starts with him and ends with you, because you need to be holding your politicians accountable. You need to call their offices, go to them and say, this is how I want you to vote, and when you don't do it, we're going to vote you out. Because if we lose our vote, we've lost everything. Communism is knocking on the door of the United States of America right this second. That is exactly what is happening to our country. We are trying to be overturned by communists, and I will not allow it. I will stand in the gap for the American family because this is what we have to do. This is what we have to do.
Anyway,
when they will not represent us, that's the
say,
reason why we have the Constitution. We represent ourselves. The Constitution was not written to be a weapon against the people. It was written as a weapon for the people against their government, and it's high time that we start utilizing it.
If you look at scripture,
I tell you how many times I have felt so alone in my
all
journey
that
of
great
J6.
stuff.
How many times I have looked back and I have got on my knees
but if you look
and
at
I have
scripture,
begged God,
everything
what do you want me to do? Who is going to help me in this fight? And on the day that he told me, I want to send you, I said, God, I'm here in me. If you're looking for a representative who's going to take PAC money, who's going to go with lobbyists, not your politician. Because I'm not a politician. I'm a country boy who had his out from underneath him for words. And these are the words that I believe in. Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Do not be afraid. And America is the best country in the world. And if you will have me, if you will help me get to Washington, D.C., I will do everything I can to stop what happened to me from happening to you and to your children. My unborn son that's on his way into this world that I saw 3 days ago for the first time on a monitor, I've got to leave him a country to live in. Thank each and every one of you for coming out here today, because I believe two things. That Jesus Christ is still moving in the United States of America, and that it starts with us. Each and every single time that you step up, that you say, this ain't it,
the faith
that's
in
where we are. I'm Ryan Zink. I'm running for Congress in Congressional District 19, and I will stand in the gap for the American family. Come and see me at this Trump trailer right here. This was donated by the Amarillo GOP. This money that comes out here goes into the pockets of grassroots candidates who are not affiliated with the RNC, because face it, we're tired of them. It's time that the American people stand up. Yeah. Come and meet me. Come and pray with me. I'll pray for you if you have something. If you want to know the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, if you do not know him, come to that trailer. We can go and meet him together right now. I will take your hand and I will lead you into the kingdom so that you understand who Jesus is and what he's done for me. Come and let me tell you about my Jesus who held my hand in that jail cell. Thank you guys so much. God save America. Your vote counts. Make sure you're registered to vote. You can do it right there at my trailer. I've got the cards. We'll get them sent in. You still have time. Thank you guys. God bless. I love this country.
Better off keeping them, which sounds awful.
Wow.
But some of their policies are gonna be more. Some of the things that they're fighting for are gonna be more in line with what you play.
This new self-defense weapon is going to get banned in the U.S. Everyone needs to have this.
In English? To burn.
Here's how to back up your phone in seconds. This innovative stick makes it easy to back up your smartphone. It's compatible with all devices like Android and iOS.
Parker here, he said, look it up. You realize where you're at? You realize where I brought you to? I'm bringing fire. I'm pouring.
This is Oreo Express, the biggest scripter in the mall.
Right now. Right? Remember when when John was
Steve Lori's back.
baptizing people just under repentance. That wasn't for salvation, because plan of salvation hadn't been given yet. But he's just baptizing, getting people to turn to him. He said, hey,
Nope.
you need to believe on the one that comes after me, the one who's going to baptize you in fire, in power, and in fire. That's the fire. Fire's already moving. Fire just came out of this gentleman. Fire been coming out of everybody. And we got some more fire coming out here. Hopefully it's not the kind of fire that this man has to engage in from time to time. This man led our convoy in from Brackettville down here to this neck of the woods. I didn't know who that was. There's some guy just sitting on the side of the road, there's lights on. We started following him. He turned here, and we turned with him. And he turned off, we kept going. Like, okay, wow, that was amazing. We have an escort. Now I know who this amazing man is. He's a constitutional sheriff of Caney County. Y'all know who that is? Sheriff Coe. United States Air Force veteran, 31 years at the border. Wow. This man came out here to greet all of us, and I believe he's got an amazing word. Please help me welcome
the
Constitutional Sheriff
mark
of Caney County.
that I've been recording, or maybe
Sheriff
at the
Coe.
2 hour mark.
Should
I'll
I
take
go?
a break and I'll come back
you, sir.
live, but I
Thank you for
don't
protecting our
think
counties.
I'm going to
Thank
come
you for standing
back
up for Texas.
live
Holy cow.
using the Rumble Studio because
I'll
I
try
don't
to keep it as tight as I
like
can.
their stupid.
Okay. I need about 3 minutes.
See what this other guy has to say.
I want to thank y'all for being here.
Having their stupid thing
I'm
on
not
it.
used to being up on a stage like this unless I'm.
Kickapoo Casino. Thank you. 1 mile of wall costs approximately $20 million to build.
Wow.
So with the southern border, 1954 miles, it would cost $39 billion. Better spent of tech and cameras, border patrol, and courts. I don't know. I'm not the kind of person to get in the logistics of it. So
I personally think they were better off doing both myself. And that's just me.
anyways, bring it back to the car. Go to another section of the grid. What's up, USMC4 Live? Shout out to Mad Dog. How you doing? Texas is big there for land. That's why you see farmers and cattle. Yes, Texas is huge for their land. Really, bro? You gonna walk around the border with it? Come on. Come on.
Aww.
Come on.
Sometimes I feel a
Look at
little
this
bit
trash.
bad for these
Lots of
dogs to get dragged all over the country like this. I think they're just happy
His name is Ruger. He's a dog on the border now.
with just, being with
Look,
their owner.
He's
And I think
oh shit!
most
You know
of
what?
them
I
are
forgot there's hogs
healthy.
out here.
So
I'll
I
bet you
guess
some-
it's all
look, let's
good.
see. Where's some pigs, boy? Where's some pigs, boy? Look at, he's gonna be on a trail. Where's some pigs, boy? Where's some pigs? Get the pigs, boy. Come on. Where's some pigs? 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 Oh, I guarantee you he smells something. Yep. Look at that. Look at. He found a dead coyote. Look at that. I swear to God. Holy shit. First time he found a dead coyote for me. Come on. Wow. That was cool. Usually he's trying to sniff out a hog. Good boy. Come on. Where's some pigs, boy? You gotta go potty? Okay, where's some pigs? Where's the pigs? Oh, you're gonna pee. He's a purebred Catahoula Cur Hound. Okay, so Ruger does have his flea and tick medicine. He's very, very adamant about that. That was a coyote, not a dog. That was a coyote. Come on. Okay, load up. Ready? Load up. Get in there. Load up. You know what's really cool is like most people are like, "Oh, you're from California," because Californians in Texas have a bad reputation. We really do. Did you know that? Did you know in Texas they don't like people from California? Well, they get to talking to me like, "Ew, you're from California," and they like go to walk away. I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on. I'm an oil field worker. I've been in the oil fields for like 12, 13 years." They're like, "Oh, what'd you do?" I tell them. They're like, "Oh, okay. Anyway, so how have you been? Blah blah blah. How's life going for you?" Like they start making small talk after they realize that I'm an oil field worker. I don't know if that makes me different than like a normal California person, but yeah. We're gonna go to Chicaboo Casino, and I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. I'm gonna take you guys right onto the Rio Grande. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me go show you guys one of the very used. Actually, we're lying about that. We're not gonna take you to Chicaboo Casino. We're gonna take you right over here. We should be coming back soon, everybody. Should be coming back online here pretty soon. Okay, we are. We're getting our service back. So I'm going to show you guys a spot that's also very well known around the country. This spot has made national headlines, upwards 2,000 to 3,000, or even higher, upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 people a day were crossing right here, and they were being picked up at this specific location right here in buses. Literally, busfuls were being transported from here to immigration camps up the road about 30 miles north of you go past Texas. Let me show you guys something right now. So this is all the trash that gets left behind when this happens. Trash. Look at this trash. What you're witnessing right here is Border Patrol and National Guard working together. Isn't that crazy? This is Border Patrol and National Guard working together right there. That's the Border Patrol vehicles and Humvees. I got hand sanitizer, guys, I promise. I don't know when I'm going home, so I don't have an answer for you. I don't know when I'm going home. Probably today. Look at this trash. Look, kids' shoes. People are taking children across the border. Nikes. Look at all this trash. And it's not just a little bit, it's a lot. There's a lot of trash right here. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because this is the aftermath of immigration, of the way the immigration is being handled. This is what, look at this. Kids' Crocs. Look at my children's shoes. So that means there are children here crossing that river. And it stinks. Oh, man, it stinks. It smells like poo-poo. This is not a very pleasantly smelling area. Oh, wastewater treatment, that's why. Look at this. Ha! That's why it smells like poo-poo. Ha! My bad. I'm walking by a poo-poo place. You know what? That'd be a good idea. Maybe bring the inmates out here to clean it up. Oh, look at this trash out here. Look at, there's all kinds of footprints. That's a possibility. We'll catch somebody crossing the border today. Look at this. All this trash. Look at this. Flashlights. Don't work. Don't worry. I have hand sanitizer, guys. I will sanitize myself. Wallet. Here's a wallet. Probably a kid's wallet, looks like. This is just like a wasteland full of trash. This is horrible. Absolutely disgusting. Look at this. Diapers. That means, look at that. There's little diapers here. That means they were kicking babies across. Most likely can't even walk, and they're going through the river. So this is that famous area you guys see on the news, but I don't think what they're not showing you is this, the trash left behind. So this is what comes across. This is what comes with the immigration situation we have here is trash. Our lands are being trashed. By I mean all of ours. Even if you're not here legally, if you're here, in my opinion, you know, you should want to make this place look nice. We don't want this stuff here. We don't want the trash here. This is the trash. We don't want this trash here. Look at this. What I'm curious about is all the people that are for open borders. Are you guys for the trash? This is the only thing I want to ask. If you are for the open borders, do you agree with the trash that's left behind? The simple question. I'm not saying let's get political. I'm just asking, are you guys okay with this trash? Do you think it's a good idea? Because then there's, like I said, there is a National Guard right there. Oh, sorry. It's a little windy here. Let's get back in the car and go check out other areas. You're right, Karen. The whole country has this problem, not just that area. I do like that Mexican blanket though. Look, would I be bad if I took that home and washed it? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I do like Mexican blankets. When it comes to Mexican blankets, I'm a sucker. But look, somebody had a fire here to stay warm at one point. Burnt out fire. So from my understanding, they would cross the Rio Grande right here. That side over there, that hillside is Mexico. So from my understanding, they would cross the Rio Grande right here. The cartels would bring them to the little foresty area over there. They would cross the Rio Grande. They would get out somewhere along this riverbed right here. And they would come up here and they would they would sit here and wait in the freezing cold until the morning when Border Patrol vans would come and pick them up. And the Border Patrol would pick them up and take them to the processing centers, which are just like immigration camps. Also, If you guys would like a Dad's Gone Live sticker, I do sell these, $10 a pop. I'll ship them anywhere. US, Canada, Australia, I don't care. It's only like 4 or 5 stamps to mail it. So I think it's cool that people want to support my page. So this is the fan funding for today. We got a $5 super chat. We got a new member, and Fluffy, been a member for 8 months. Thank you, Slade. Thank you, Ibenden. And thank you so much, Fluffy. I don't get sometimes I don't get a lot of super chats or anything like that. And I do appreciate when they come through. Thanks to those of you that are able to help out. This has been a crazy adventure I'm on. My wife kind of looked at me crazy. She's like, what? You're going to Texas? So, well, I'm not telling you I'm going to Texas. I'm telling you I would like to ask you if I could go to Texas. And she's like, well, I'm not going to stop you. It's your YouTube channel. I was like, well, you got to figure out, get the kids to school and stuff. And are we at 28K? We're not at 28K. Y'all are crazy. Holy fuck, we hit 28,000. I'm sorry for cussing. Oh my gosh, dude. Guys, thank you for subscribing to my channel. 28 days, 113,000 watch time hours, 1.9 million views in less than a month. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for cussing. I'm sorry for freaking out. That's insane. Oh my, how many of you guys, let's look at the chat. How many people are new? How many new people are new? How many of you are new to this channel? Streamlabs hates on me too. Damn, Daniel. All right. Let's go see. Let's go see if we go get the Chicaboo Casino. We're going to try to make it to the Chicaboo Casino. Maybe I'll walk out during the day and check out that sketchy area one more time. How you doing, Joanne? Nelson's Lawn Care is new. Thank you so much. Chickaboos tomorrow traveling home. You see how first day it's going to be a bad travel for flooding and wind. Let me call my mom. Hey, Sheldon, just sent a $10 donation. Thank you so much, Sheldon. My buddy Sheldon C. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, I guess there is actually some weather stuff I'm going to be hitting on the way back. So if I don't make it back by Monday, can you call my mom and just see if she can plan on taking our son to and from school? All right, thank you, baby. I just don't want to say anything or anything just because we're blocking people earlier. All right, I love you. Thank you. Bye. Cool. Should I stay one more night out here and possibly get the political stuff tomorrow? Ruger says, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy, Daddy. My dog says, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Yes, I am. I'm a good boy. The only thing is I would actually have to sleep in my car tonight because I pretty much spent almost all my donations. We're down to like $400 left, and I have to make it home. I think I have like $400 left in my account, and I do have to make it home. So if I stay another night, I am not going to a hotel. Last night's hotel kind of cost a lot. So if I stay another night, we'll be sleeping in the car. Maybe I'll do a bird bath in my car. I'm not worried about it. I've done it before. I've worked in oil fields for a long time. Yeah, I'll talk to Ashley. I just called her to see if whatever, because there's a possibility I might get stuck in the weather. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The casino is just down here. Thank you, Freddie. Freddie says, hi, I'm new and you're doing a good job. Shout out to Freddie. Ludwig, of course. My wife says, you do you. You already know me and the kids are perfectly fine. I didn't leave my wife at home with nothing, guys. Okay, so if I stay another day, that's fine. The wife says it right here. If weather is terrible, I'd rather not have you driving through the weather. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe stay one more night. Do one more day on the border, go home Sunday night and stay. Go home Sunday afternoon, maybe. That's the only thing I'm thinking. The weather's already bad, pretty much. There's a whole storm going through there. Don't. Yes, there are lots and lots and lots of people from multiple countries. Lots of, even China. There's Chinese people coming, Venezuelan people, Vietnamese people. There's people from all over the world. People, Iranian people. Hey, thank you so much. Marley Willow sent a $20 super chat. Love your work. That is the biggest super chat today. Thank you so much, Marley. Shout out to Marley Willow, guys. Been watching since 2021. I've been live streaming since the end of 2022, but thank you so much, Talvis. I think you mean 2022 because that's when I started live streaming, November 2022 on YouTube. I just talk loud. I'm used to, so the reason why I talk so loud is because I'm used to live streaming from a very loud F-250 or very loud Jeep, along with playing my scanners. Along with playing on my scanners. Hey, Slade Moke just sent another $5 super chat. Called me a stud. Shout out to Slade. Thank you so much. Okay, maybe go to the Arizona border. You know what? I'm interested in that. Let's go check out a hotspot. What if I were to head to Arizona and check out a hotspot in Arizona? What do you guys think about that? Go to Arizona and check out a hotspot on the Arizona border, guys. I think that's a good idea. Maybe I'll take one day, kind of do a travel to Arizona and check out the Arizona border. I could go home that way. Yuma has a hot, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Go to Yuma, Arizona. There's a hot spot in Yuma. Unwanted opinions. You said, please be careful while driving while distracted. That's an unwanted opinion from unwanted opinion. I don't know if I want to get a hotel because I don't have any more money for a hotel, guys. I have just enough money for food and gas for the next 2 days. So on this trip in my budget, I have just enough money for food and fuel for the next 2 days. I think I'm a little kid from 1987. Ha, that's true. That's weird you said that. I was born in 1987. Haha. I'm not worried about the rain. So if I do, I do have enough money for fuel and food to get home. We'll camp out at truck stops, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm just wondering what you guys think. Okay, mods, what's the proper pronoun? Apache attack helicopter. That is our pronoun. Apache attack helicopter. So I'm going to take you to a section of the border. Sorry. I'm going to take you guys to a section of the border where just the other day, Thursday? Friday? No, Thursday. We're just on Thursday. I left on Tuesday. Damn, I've been gone for a while. We're just the other day on Thursday afternoon, just the other day on Thursday, I got footage. You can't really see it clear, but I saw it with my eyes. Where just the other day, I witnessed 2 trucks and about 20 people walking along the border on the other side in Mexico. I talked to locals in the area, and they're thinking that what I witnessed was 2 cartel trucks guiding 20 immigrants across the border. So just the other day, I witnessed 2 trucks right here with about 20 people walking next to them. I couldn't see it real well on the camera because the sun was going down, the sun was shining in the background, and it was kind of making the aperture on my camera real dark. It was a real bad lighting situation. And then I also don't know if it was a person or a big hog, but I went down a dirt road out here and I saw a big like a black figure poking its head out from the overburdened brush. And I don't know if it's a human, I don't know if it was a person, but it's not a situation where I felt comfortable driving down closer to the figure. So I backed out that dirt road. It was a very overgrown dirt road. We're not going to go down it today. I don't feel safe going down it. It was a mistake of me going down it. Whoa. Bam. Thank you so much. We just got a $15 super chat. Anna B, thank you so much. At least for coffee. Greetings from Europe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anna B. Oh, that's BAM. Yes. If you guys, thank you so much. And thank you so much, too, for those of you that have been able to send a PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, too. The PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo is friends and family. I received that money right away. So thank you so much to those of you that have sent donations like that, and also the super chats and the new memberships. We've had, a lot of new members. I think we have like 20 new members since I've been out here, 20, maybe 30. I think 20 to 30 people have become a member. And even at the $1.99 a month, like I'm thankful. That's so much help. Helps out my channel tremendously. I don't just cover border stuff. I probably won't cover border stuff for a while. I do want to come back out here, but I don't know when I can, how soon I can cover this. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry to be MIA.
I'm going to try to find a spot in this parking lot to take video. We are at the
I mean, that would be nice. You gotta kind of catch them in the act.
The Chicaboo Casino?
So there's that.
Yes. YouTube donations, I get them about 45 days later.
Absolutely. Okay. And, one of the reasons why I'm
there is a
showing this is because while I have I have issues with some of the people that are involved
see comments for a moment. I'm trying to show you guys something.
I wanted people to hear this guy while this was going on, because he's telling you everything.
The Rio Grande is right here.
It's kind of confirming why the people
bottom of that very tall brush line. That is, I can get water right there. You can see the water reflection on straight ahead. I don't know how well it comes out on the camera, but there is the Rio Grande. Let me show you guys. Yesterday, there's this hill right here. Yesterday,
it's a very valid
two trucks
point.
They have trucks going through like this along the river.
Get up a little bit.
It looked like it.
Gloria's back. Then I her up. She might not be back.
See him? There's people right there. There's a blue tarp and there's people at the tarp. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Are they trying to cross? Oh, I wish I can just get over there, man. I can't. on the board thing right there.
He's catching people actually passing. That's awesome.
Can you see it right there? You see the little bit of blue in the center of the screen? I know I'm moving the camera. Let's see. I'm gonna look at my phone and see if you guys can see this. My personal phone.
Lars back. So let's get rid of stupid.
Thank you so much for becoming a member, Sander.
Oreo.
Broken, guys. I might be able to get a better angle. They're people across the river. Right now, there's people across the river.
That's what I was looking for.
Like
Yeah.
on the other side of the river.
Like right on the bank of the river.
Why would you be camping in a
Okay,
tent
there it
on the
is.
other side of the
Okay.
river?
Thank you. I was trying to find it again. So let's see. Let me.
From America on the
Well, it's hard to see through the fence.
I was just going to see. You can see where the wire's been. Looks like it's been disturbed. Right there. Looks like there's some clothes laying right in there.
Yeah, it's not wanting to really pick it up. It's wanting to pick up the fence. Yeah. Let's see if we can get in there. Nah.
Oh, DOA. I wonder if he went live again.
For a while, but you can see the razor wire. Where did you see it?
Well, like
Down where? Oh, there's.
yeah, like looking underneath that, like this little walkway deal, this little walk thing that walks out. If you look underneath it, there's a spot there.
Oh,
Like the
DOA
wire
claiming to go
looks
on.
like underneath
Let's
it.
see what that's about.
Oh, I see it.
See right
Yeah,
there?
I do. It does. Oh, it does look like there's some clothes underneath it. Let me see if I can get that or not. I think it's right there. Shit, it's so hard to get through this fence. Give me a boost, Eddie. Let me come down here to see. Give me a boost.
All right, yeah, I think it's.
But
I think
yeah,
it's
there's
time
just
to get rid of these people. As
this
well.
is property here, and then there's just houses. So these are just where the people are living, and it goes both ways. I'm gonna go this way here a little bit, but see what we can see down here. Oh, I saw something down there in the river. I saw something. It must have been like a big fish or something. It was like over in there.
See what DOA has to say for himself and what he means by going undercover.
Hello, sir. Anyone here?
What is he
Want to
doing?
join the cult?
Oh,
Please.
he's back to doing stupid stuff with Scientology.
You could be on the property until you're told not to be on the property.
Let's keep him up in case something interesting happens. We'll listen to Lori.
I'm gonna look down a little bit. I want to see about where that thing was. Yeah, it's right in there. I see something down there. I can't really tell what it is. All right, yeah, let's go down. We'll go down there.
I'm glad that they're back, even though I'm like thinking about only streaming for a little bit longer.
But it goes both ways there for miles. It's actually kind of a nice path. They must drive down here quite a bit. They must use this as a road or something, like an access road.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Official use.
Get out of his way. Get out of this guy's way. He's driving. Trying to turn around. There I am on the border. Please.
Turn off my fan. Trying to at least.
Oh, this is somebody just driving around then.
And probably in the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna end this and go off for a little bit. And I think when I come back, I'm gonna use Restream.io. Just
well, we're gonna drive around. We took a little break, and
they don't have a stupid
think we're gonna
watermark.
drive around and see if we can find another spot to go to. So I will get back on. We're just kind of checking out some different areas here and seeing if we can find a place where maybe we can get a better view or something. So, hi, good Dan. Welcome to anybody who's new. Yeah, we were just showing. We're down here looking at the border. We're trying to find a place where we can get a better view. It's really hard to video through the border there, through the wall, the gate, whatever you want to call it, the fence. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to find another place. But it's just like, look at these are just like, it's like right on the neighborhoods, and then border wall. So that's what it kind of looks like right now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. And I'm gonna, oh, that's really cute. Wait, let me show you this. Let me show you this, you guys.
She's leaving already.
Look at, isn't that pretty cute? What, I mean, I just think it's cute. It looks like a little Mickey Mouse or something. Hi, Peace Love. Hi, everybody. All right, let's see here. So let me see. Maybe I will. I'm trying to decide whether to end this and
Take you for a little drive.
take you for a little drive. How about that? Let me get my thing before you start driving around. Let me get my thing up here. There we go. Get my thing telescoped up. No 5 chat. Darla 5 chat. What was that? Thank you for the super chat, Darla. We knew a live streamer that did it. They read their chat while they drive, and they're like, they got a super chat, and they said, "Thanks for the super chat, Darla," and then they rear-ended somebody. So that's kind of an inside joke with some of the people who have watched me before. Is that $5 super chat? You gotta be careful of those when you drive around. Can't be breaking laws. It's funny. Okay, here we go. Get you off of me. Get you see where we're going. Can't break any traffic laws. Oh, that is so pretty. I like what's it called? Graffiti and stuff. I know I'm in your way, aren't I?
Yeah, that's okay.
I love it. I like that wall. It's pretty cute. So this is right down here on the border. This would be the front of the houses that we were seeing. Oh, that's cool. That's a pretty one.
Kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is interesting. It looks like these are apartments over here. Let's see if I hold my window down. Yeah. It looks like we got a bunch of apartments over here, and then you got the border over there. Eddie and I both like to drive around and look at shit. Even back home, we are always driving around, and we go and look at different places. And what was it we saw on the way up here? It was where that guy that said that he was the real Billy the Kid, that he lived here in Texas.
Oh yeah, they're in Hico. Oh shoot, I can't even think of what his name was, but yeah, it was the guy that claimed he was Billy the Kid. But
yeah, he said he was Billy the Kid. Oh, that guy's trying to get his mattresses. Oops, we're stopped. What is this?
okay, there's wall, still wall. Let's go this way. Thought that was a goat for a second.
A goat?
For just a second when it first started, yeah.
I think they should rename Texas the pothole state. Sorry, Texas. But Texas roads are like something I've never experienced before, and I'm from Indiana. Yeah. Like, I just cannot believe how bumpy and bad the roads are. I literally hit a pothole that cost me $1,500 worth of damage. $1,500 worth of damage from a pothole.
Oh, jeez, that sucks.
What are in those things? Is that oil or water?
I think that's water.
Water.
I'm not sure that. Maybe water.
Yeah, a good motto is safety before content. When you're driving to try to get a good footage and you get into an accident because you're driving unsafely and you cause accidents, well, that's not a good look. Especially when you have a semi coming at you and it had lock its brakes and stuff. So, you know, be careful out there driving. Yeah. Oh, but they got, but it's open. It doesn't say don't go in. I know you hate to go, don't
What
you?
it's doing?
Should we maybe park and walk?
Is she
Or
gonna
do
do
you not
it?
want to go
She
down
gonna
there
do
at
it?
all?
I don't know. I don't see any.
Oh, we lost DOA. Tag on it. I'm just now noticing that. I'm trying to get
open.
my next stream set up while I'm listening to this.
My suggestion would be to keep going.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. Did I say keep going? Well, there's shoes. Careful. Stop. There's some shoes in the road. I don't think we should go down here, dude. I just don't.
Don't.
I would really.
I wouldn't
rather-
recommend it, Lori. Don't do it, Lori.
I know. I said the wrong thing. That's not what I meant. I meant I meant keep going down the road, not keep going straight.
Curious. I want to see what's
Oh,
going
Lori.
Well, we could. I'd rather walk than have a car down there. If you want to walk. And a bunch of little. I wonder what that's for. If it's just for pretties to have the jars in the trees, that's really pretty.
I'm not sure. Universal Studios.
Alright. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna take my backpack.
She gonna do it?
Backpack just in case. My
She's gonna
backpack's
do
coming
it.
out my purse now.
Yeah, she crazy.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I would be more reluctant
Oh,
if it wasn't, there's nothing that says you can't go there. And it's open. All right, so where is the river and the border at right here? Oh, there's more than one pair of shoes.
Tony's underwear.
Yeah, there's some underwear. Here's some more shoes. More shoes, more shoes. Lots of shoes. Water bottles.
Be careful, Lauren. Be careful.
It almost looks like, I don't know if that's a trail coming up here or if it's just from the, if it's just like, it could just be from like runoff or something. Oh, there's a bunch of clothes here. There's a bunch of clothes in the, God, it looks like a shirt or a couple pair of pants maybe.
Yeah, I think that one's pants. Maybe both of them are pants.
Jeans and stuff. It's pretty tough terrain. Look at it. To get up here even like there. And here's some more clothes. I don't know. That looks like a shirt maybe. I see more clothes down there. Yeah, there is a trail. Let me get back a little bit so I can, yeah, comes out right there. Trail that goes up to the, oh, and there's a tire right there. Okay, so there's a trail that goes up here. And look at, it's got, let's see if I can get it, if you can see it or not, but there's a great big tire there for people, I would assume maybe for people to stand on to get over this fence. I don't know. That would be my assumption, and you know what assumptions do, but anyway. And then we got, it goes down into this area here, and oh yeah, over there's the fence. Right over here is the border wall. So border wall, and it goes over in here. And then just comes, there's a little road that goes right down here, and there's, use that as kind of like a circular to either go that way or to go that way. There's roads both ways. I wonder who like actually like, is this, who owns this?
That's what I don't know.
Because what's that down there?
Sure of being on this. I don't
Look
know
at, there's something down there.
Yeah, it looks like an old, like a trailer.
An old
like
trailer, a
maybe
big trailer or something.
Dirt or rock trailer.
There's something, I don't know what that is over there. There's a bunch of vehicles and shit over there. Or no, not vehicles, I'm sorry. There's a building like stuff over there.
Yeah,
I don't know what it
that
was.
shit can be dangerous.
You want to go back? I think she's.
I'm just not sure what Lori thinks that she.
Anyway. And then here's the houses that live here. So, anywho's. Yeah, I don't know whose property. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know if this is. I don't know.
Oh, there's some more shoes. I missed that one. I was looking the other. Oh, what do we got here?
That's one of them debit cards. Look at that.
Huh. Somebody lost their Visa card.
Somebody lost a Visa card. What else did they lose?
That's interesting. You see water bottles, socks. It's obvious people have been back in here.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're finding it hard.
More water bottles. You can go ahead and go back to her. There's some.
Oh, this one guy, Kobo, he has disabled embedding it. I think he realized that people were restreaming him.
Sour Patch
and
Kids.
He didn't want to be multi-streamed. So shoot, I can't add him.
What's this?
I'm trying to find some other people here. I guess we'll have to go to Soup Mama.
What is it?
Oh man.
Description ammo.
What is it?
Come from ammo, maybe? Description ammo. Lindsay McKinney.
What's
maybe
the
it's
Gordon?
it's the task force.
Huh. There's some towel.
I'll leave that right there.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I'm trying to find some other names here.
I bet this is a point where when if the border patrol does get them, this is where they
I
come
can't
out a lot.
embed Oreo. He doesn't allow his to be embedded.
Well,
at least not from YouTube. He might.
I don't know.
Come on.
Take that as you will. I don't know. Just want to kind of look around and see what we can see. You want to go ahead and get her stuff?
Okay.
You want to get her stuff? Your water. Give Coco a water break. That was all very interesting. Yes, a lot does go on at night. That's interesting.
It looks like this stream was
I like to sleep,
working,
though, so
and
that's
now it's
probably why I would
flickering.
not. I used to stream at night. I used to do. I became very familiar with Waffle House because I used to
Those were the
live
days we
stream
miss.
when I
We
I
miss the Waffle
protested
House
at
days.
night too sometimes, and I would live stream it, and I'd be like, "Man, I'm hungry," and I'd go over to Waffle House and stuff, and when I had people come and mess with me, and he didn't realize. Yes, you should get my drink. Okay, I just didn't want to get all splashed up. I'm good.
Shoot, I'm now.
You done, or you want your water? Want some more?
There you go.
Let's go.
It's all done.
All gone. Coco's. She's a hoot. You're a hoot and a half, Coco. All right. I like this, ladies. I like Baby Yoda. Look at, I love Baby Yoda. It's gonna go. I love bumper stickers.
Right now, I have the next live stream set up for 6. I might be pushing that to 6:30.
Ready? Good girl. Off we go. The three amigos. Oh, there's a kitty cat out there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm pushing it back to 6:30
Uh-oh.
at least.
Jim, I don't know. I am going to I always play things by ear. It just depends on what I see happening, on where I go and what we decide to do. But we're planning on staying today and then leaving sometime tomorrow. So the governors are going to be down there at Eagle pass. They're asking if we're gonna. I would like to do some of that, but
Yeah.
we'll have to see. I don't know what time they're gonna be there or anything yet.
Yeah, I wanna be checking out the governors being at Eco Pass too.
So this is all just really seriously right off the border where people would cross over if they crossed over illegally.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, that's a pretty color house. And then it'd be right into these neighborhoods.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and that's another thing. That lady was the local that I was.
The local
speaking
you were
to.
talking to.
Yeah, I was saying back before the guard came and kind of got control of just kind of like this area here.
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of the homes were being broken into, and
Oh, okay.
people trying to get into the homes.
So people didn't feel safe. Some people at least didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I just hope Lori continues to be safe and careful where she drives and careful
Well,
what
that's
she
the thing.
does.
Like I keep saying that we have discovered
I
that
want Lori to be safe.
there's always bad people in every group. And so it's not that everybody coming over is a thief or anything, but there are people embedded in there that are bad people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean,
There's
she
very
wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't insinuating.
No,
that.
it's not like
She said
everybody that comes over starts stealing. It's just that there are people who do
they
that.
do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Candace Owens, listen to this.
Got the eagle
It's obvious that the CIA has fully infiltrated Hollywood and
Wasn't me.
determining which artists
I
are
didn't
allowed
do
to
it.
be successful and what ideas they must therefore promote. Such bullshit. It's also clearly artificial. I guess. I mean, are they all paid to be there?
Oh, Rio, like as in Rio Grande. They got a fence here, little gate and fence. It's a nice little place there.
It's a nice little neighborhood.
It is a nice
I mean, it'd be
neighborhood.
like
It's a very
right-
pretty
right,
little neighborhood.
Like right off the real nice neighborhood.
Kind of adobe, is that the right word for like some of this stuff, or is that not?
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Like this. That's really pretty. Look at that. That's beautiful. Can't really see if I'm showing it correctly or not, but because sometimes the sun blocks my view, so I can't see what I'm showing. But like, look at, there's some really pretty houses back here.
Look how pretty the grass is.
Oh wow, going that way. Really. Stop at the stop sign.
Stop sign. I'm looking.
Don't be looking.
You know
We don't want to do that. It's
what? Traffic infraction.
Have a traffic infraction. Oh, well, I am impressed. This is a nice little neighborhood back here.
The only way that what Candace Owens is saying works is if when these people have these sold out concerts, is if they're paid to be there by the FBI.
It's not like, doesn't look like super
Sorry.
rich, but it looks affluent, if that makes sense.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, to me, this is a nice neighborhood.
It's nice. Yeah. Very nice. Man, that sun is so freaking bright. See, there's people just parked.
That's the only way that makes sense to me, and the only way that you can say the CIA is obviously making Taylor
Oh, it looks like,
popular.
okay, it looks like soldiers or something, though. Somebody, they're in.
If she wasn't really popular, if people really
hats
didn't like her
and-
shit, sorry, they wouldn't be going to her
I like the
concerts.
Texas Sun too, but it doesn't make good for streaming. So
It's just dumb.
Wonder. Oh, and there's look at here's the wire and stuff. They got like a little bit of wire like fencing
No, it's
here,
just
but
a
it's just like a
wall.
barbed wire, not barbed wire, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, I can't even get up on that. I was gonna try to go over there, but I got the curb. So I could just pull up over and ask these
I
guys.
have so
if
many
we
other
can drive down
conservatives
in
that I
there.
used to like and
Yeah.
respect just
Might as well.
totally gone off the deep end.
Yeah, she's excited. She likes to run around, but there's stray dogs and stuff around here.
Actually, you know what? Let me walk over there
And ask.
and ask.
Okay.
You get it. You can't
I'm just
handle
gonna leave
the
the live
fact
stream here
that-
then, so you can just go ask.
Taylor Swift is popular. She's well liked by teens and teeny boppers. You want to be the
She's
only
gonna
voice
go
that they
ask.
listen to.
He's just gonna go ask whether
Miss
we
Candace,
can,
and they're not.
if we're gonna be okay to come on the property or
Get over
whatever.
it.
So
Focus on
what?
what
I
you're
know
trying to
she
do.
wants her daddy. She loves her daddy. I know. You want your daddy. All right, get back. Here, let me get you your stuff. You probably won't even. Yeah, yeah. Let me get you one. Let's- let me put your thing. I don't know. I'm looking. Oh, is he hiding there? Oh, so the Outlaw Reform Ministries, the pedophile is there. That's just wonderful, isn't it? No, I have not seen him at all. I may though if he's going to be in Eagle Pass because we'll be going different places.
I voted Trump twice. I will vote for him again.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming.
And this
Yes,
bullshit
I
they're
know. I
responding
see him
to
too. I
on
see him.
Candace
I
on
see him.
X, I
It's so
think
exciting. I know.
is just absolute bullshit.
I know. Daddy's coming back.
It's just absolute
Oh
bullshit.
goodness.
It just doesn't make sense to
He's
me.
coming. He's coming.
I mean, they could
She
do
loves her
things to
daddy.
kind of promote her a little bit, but if you don't like her, they're not gonna watch her.
Friggin' Coco, she loves her daddy, man. She loves him.
Big negative.
Big negative.
Big negative.
She loves her daddy. Oh, daddy. Oh, I love him. I love him. I love him. I
Hey,
know.
Swift,
Back here. Silly dog. She's so cute. She loves her daddy, though.
And I don't
She must be really
mean
excited right
the
now because she's like
naughty, but the Nazi
jumped around.
readers.
Look at how pretty these
Renders.
houses are. What did he say?
They're funny. I'm not familiar with those. I don't really know what
He said
you're
they're
talking
keeping
about.
public out, or he said they're trying to keep.
I will admit that I
He
have
said
some of
they're
her
trying to keep public
songs
out and don't want to
on my iPhone,
You say TRMD operation.
and it's because
Some
of
operation.
there's a
I
few
didn't
of
hear
them
him,
that
so
they're
I
good
don't know.
pops.
Well, I can't, Laura. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I mean, I don't know if it's private property, but if
All I can think of is
issue,
Star is
yeah,
Born. She did
because
the
he said
Star
they're
is Born.
trying to keep the
She's
public
still
out.
amazingly popular with
But
people.
like I said, I don't want to make their job any harder than
And some of her songs,
Okay.
if you
you
want
know what
your
I'm
kids
saying.
singing the
Yeah, I
song,
do.
you're actually better off them singing
Just keep
her
looking
songs
into
rather than
it.
Taylor Swift's. Because if you don't, unless you like know the context is what some of them are about, it's interesting. I feel like some of the conservative, like some of the conservative commentators, they lost their minds during COVID. So, yeah.
I bet you could. Yeah, there you go. Really, really bad. I know. That's what I was warning you. It's pretty bad. So over there's the house. And it's kind of coming up over here. Let's see what we can find. fine.
They were popular on 4chan.
And this
Yeah,
has that
was
kind of
pretty
little fencing around it, not like razor wire or nothing like that, but like fencing.
Yeah, I think that's just like property.
But I haven't been listening much to
Okay, now there's that thing we were looking
to a
at
lot of
earlier
the
from
Christian
over
music
there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get out.
that I
Look
grew
at it.
up
It's too
with.
hard to look
Because
at
I've gotten
thing.
bored with it as I
You
got
just leave
older.
it going and roll the windows down a little bit.
It's like how many different
Do that
ways,
or take it out.
can you say God is great, God is good. He's the hand that
Yeah,
guides
it's
me in
kind
the
of
storm.
facing towards the sun. I'm not
kind of
sure if you
thing.
can be able to see it.
But they have sold out concerts too. Is the CI making the concerts
Forget I'm in
sold out?
Texas. I gotta watch.
Like,
Is that?
and I can
those
tell you right
building
now,
things
I've
always
basically commented that on going back and reading the comments because I can hear you right. You're part of the problem.
I don't know where that. Oh well, the fencing stops right here.
They make me nuts.
Yeah, we got
I would have took my in, but
oh, and there's the river.
Big
Okay.
sorters and all of them, they make me absolutely.
Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a big negative on going down
music
there.
Was never my thing. Google
No.
like Stephen Curtis Chapman,
Hung up in the trees.
DC
here.
Talk, Michael
Oh,
W.
yeah, I do
Smith.
see it.
Big bunch of them. Right
Those
over
were all the
there,
types of
mud
people
pile.
that I grew up listening to. It's kind of the only music that you're allowed to listen in my house. And yeah.
Oh yeah, you got some on the road.
Growing up, those were the only people you were allowed to listen to. All right.
Border Patrol coming up.
I need to take a break.
Oh, we got
because of my
Border
tummy.
Patrol down there too.
My tummy sometimes acts up
Okay,
a
I'm
little
dragging
bit.
tires
And
here.
today is having.
Oh, he is. He's dragging tires.
It's having a hard time.
I
But I actually had another stream since you go
Yes,
past 30.
the road
So
has
I
been strange
will
though to use that to smooth the road.
see y'all later. Bye.
Can I get on this side?
Be careful.